20-year-old Filipino tennis star Alex Eala has sent Melbourne Park crowds into an absolute frenzy. We'll go live to Ollie Haig, who's in Gardensmere for us this evening. Ollie.
Stop everything you're doing. Put the tennis rackets down. Forget the baseline rallies and overhead smashes. Pull up a chair right at the center of the corporate boardroom. Today, we're not talking about sport. We're talking about the cold, ruthless, unforgiving business of global athletics. And right now, the Women's Tennis Association is facing a financial crisis so severe that the mainstream media is terrified to report it. I've been on the phones talking to people who understand the economics of this tour, and the leaks from the executive suites are catastrophic. Tomorrow morning, the sports networks will try to sell you a polished story about the depth of the player field and the integrity of the tour. Don't believe it. The truth is far darker, and it revolves around one singular phenomenon: Alex Eala. Sponsors aren't just nervous. They are running for the exits, threatening to pull hundreds of millions of dollars with them. Strip away the romance of professional tennis for a moment and look at the math. The WTA is not a charity. It's a global corporate machine propped up by television rights and high-end sponsorships. Luxury watch brands, airlines, global banks, they don't pay tens of millions to see a perfect backhand. They pay for eyeballs, guaranteed engagement, and the electric energy of a packed stadium during primetime coverage. For years, the WTA has tried to hide a brutal reality. Outside the Grand Slams, too many matches are played in empty arenas. The insiders call it the fake thousand problem. 2 top 10 players, a beautiful stadium, millions in prize money, and only 300 polite spectators clapping softly in the lower bowl. Then Alex Eala arrived. She didn't just bring a story, she brought a cultural revolution. The Eala Army was born. Stadiums that were once quiet country clubs became deafening, pulsating arenas. Flags waved, fans screamed, merchandise sold out. Ordinary matches transformed into global television events. Asian television ratings skyrocketed. Social media engagement went through the roof. For a brief, intoxicating moment, WTA executives thought they had solved the attendance crisis. But there's a fatal flaw in building an entire business model around a single, country-specific phenomenon. What happens when your golden goose loses? When the Eala Army goes home? Here's what happens. Sponsors panic. Attendance evaporates. Within 20 minutes of an Eala defeat, stadiums lose 90% of their audience. Fans don't stick around for the next match. They didn't buy tickets for the WTA. They came for Alex Eala. When she's gone, the illusion of a healthy, universally popular tennis tour shatters. And that is why the executives are sweating and why sponsors are ready to walk. The WTA's existential crisis isn't coming. It's here. And it all revolves around the extraordinary, unstoppable force that is Alex Eala.
I think it was Eala is the match that I was looking at, and there was people like wrapped around the stadium just trying to get in, which is pretty crazy. And I mean, it's cool to see and it's exciting, but obviously, you know, for fan experience, I don't know, because I'm not living that same experience, but hopefully the event kind of continues to grow.
Jessica Pegula, one of the biggest names in women's tennis right now, has come out swinging. Not on the court this time, but off it.
Jessica Pegula, one of the biggest names in women's tennis, is making waves, but not on the court this time. Imagine the sheer panic inside a television broadcast control room during a mass exodus of fans. You're the executive producer of a major sports network. Premium sponsors have paid top dollar for primetime coverage. You cut to center court for a semi-final featuring 2 top 5 players, and all you see is a terrifying sea of empty plastic seats. Camera operators are frantically told to tighten their shots on the players' faces. Audio engineers pump in synthetic crowd murmurs just to mask the deafening silence of tennis balls echoing off concrete walls. It's an optical and auditory nightmare. And the sponsors watching from their boardrooms? Furious. They call the WTA CEO demanding answers. We didn't pay $50 million to advertise to empty chairs. We paid for the energy Alex Eala brings. If you can't guarantee that energy, your product is broken. Sponsors don't operate on hope, they operate on return on investment. And they're realizing a harsh truth. The WTA cannot draw a crowd without Alexandra. They aren't investing in a global tour. They're investing in the Ella effect. If she loses early, the stadium empties. Ratings drop. The illusion of a universally thriving tour collapses. The WTA executives are now hostage to her success. They need her in the draw to sell tickets, create viral moments, and generate the electric atmosphere that sells the sport to other sponsors. Every tournament, they pray she makes the final weekend. But Alexandra Ella is young. She's still developing her game, grinding through punishing baseline rallies without aces. Losses are inevitable, and the moment she falls, the financial floor collapses. The WTA's hubris lies in assuming fans will magically transfer their passion from Ella to any other player. They can't. The Ella Army is a cultural movement, uncontrollable, deeply emotional, and impossible to manufacture. Sponsors sense the fragility. If they pull out, prize money shrinks, tournament quality drops, and the pressure on Alexandra becomes dangerously unfair, demanding that a 20-year-old carry the financial weight of the global tour every time she steps on court. To the Ella Army, your dedication literally dictates the economics of a billion-dollar industry. When she loses, do you turn off the TV, leave the stadium, or do you stay and support the broader tour? Your choices shape the sport. And to general tennis fans, what do you think about this fragile financial reality? Should the WTA overhaul its marketing strategy, or are sponsors justified in threatening to pull out? Drop your thoughts, analyses, and raw reactions in the comments. Let's have an honest and censored conversation about the business side of tennis, because mainstream media won't touch this story. Smash that like button to amplify the truth. Subscribe for real, behind-the-scenes insights, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. I'll see you all in the next deep dive.